Okay, it's road test time again, and we're going to try out this late model Triumph Tiger Cub. It's a Bantam Cub. There were two versions of it. There was the Bantam Cub, which is this one, and the Super Cub, which had full width hubs and a tank with chrome sides and chrome headlamp and whatever, but they were very similar. We've seen quite a bit of this one in the workshop. Let's try it out on the road. Just gonna do a few miles on it really, hopefully. I've been up and down the lane on it already, that's all, and everything appeared to be okay. That sort of knocking sound there, just as you pull away, it's quite a common sound on the Tiger Cub. As soon as you get a little bit of revs on it, it goes away. I think it's probably piston slap. And they do tend to do it more when they're cold as well, so it's not a noise that worries me, because I've heard it on several others, including some of my own. This one's had a full oil change now. I've also cleaned the oil tank out. I've changed the oil in the primary drive. I checked the gearbox oil, and what came out of the level plug looked very clean. We seem to have a loose mirror. I do hope this one's going to take off at more than this speed when we get out of the village. Get a move on. I might even pull into the lay-by down here. I don't think we want to be looking at the rear end of this all the way, do we? Obviously Alicia doesn't want to go very fast. Go on, sod off. I don't know why people get cars like that and then trundle around in them at 40 miles an hour. I wonder if we've given ourselves enough space yet. The trouble is if I'd overtaken that, I'd have probably rattled them and they'd have been right on my arse when I want to make that left turn at Bantam Hill. That the sound might be a bit better on this Kodak camera as well. I put a bit of insulation tape over the microphone. Seems to go alright. That's about all it seems to want to do up here. It's showing about 50 miles an hour. We're catching her up already. Oh, but we're also I'm hearing pinking noises. You have to wonder if some of these people ever reach wherever they're heading for. Dawdle, dawdle, dawdle. I'm not going to be too hard on this. I'm hearing pinking noises. I'll be gentle with the throttle and everything up here. And I suspect I may be wanting to raise the needle in the carburettor. I'm not sure of the history of this engine, when it might have been rebuilt if it has, and who did it or whatever. Might need complete running in. So I'm trying to keep the loads as light as I can. I know the ignition timing is right. I know the valve clearances are right. Didn't like that. Cool off a minute. Oh yeah. Getting a bit hot and bothered, alright. Tell you what, I'm actually going to turn around. This is not good. We'll go back. I don't want to damage the engine. Shouldn't be struggling like that. I think the carburettor is going to be the place to look. I suspect that the needle might need raising, or perhaps we need a bigger main jet, something like that, or bigger needle jet perhaps. Certainly didn't like that. Just to sort of quit before any harm is done. Not too often that we've come down this way. Done it once or twice, and I remember a couple of Honda Express machines I rode. Couldn't make it to the top, and I turned around and came down again. You get a totally different view and aspect of the place. Notice that the engine seems mechanically quiet. All that noise was pinking, and it was getting very hot as well, I think. See, I could have just gone up and down the lane, thought everything was okay, and phoned the owner to come and get it, but it's always worth giving them a bit of a workout. I got criticised the other day by one person who commented saying that when I did the 15-mile test ride on the BSA A10, that 15 miles is not a road test, 150 more like. Well, we've probably done about 5, and I already know that we're going back into the workshop with this one. Just imagine trying to do 150 miles on this and kill it the way it is. I go as far as I need to find out what I need to, and then I head back. That's probably as well why I said on the way up that we reached almost 50 miles an hour, and that seemed to be all it wanted to do. when I opened the throttle further, nothing really happened, and I think that's down to fueling. I think it wants more fuel. We're not laying a trail of smoke behind us anyway, so that's nice. Gobbled up by something in a minute. Got a car behind us. I thought it was probably going to try and come past, but it hasn't done so far. We got a headlamp bolt trying to escape as well. No doubt, we're nearly home now, but no doubt we'll have to do a few more miles on this sometime in the near future, hopefully. My money's on the carburettor and its settings, so we almost got to the top of Bantam Hill, but I didn't feel it was worth trying to push it. Or I would have been pushing it literally, I think. Generally it rides alright though. The rear brake is the better of the two. The front brake does something now, and it might improve, it might bed in a little after I had it all apart and cleaned it and so on. Whoever this is has been sat in that car all afternoon. There we are. And I found out what I needed to know without doing 150 miles. Generally it's sort of running pretty well. Raising the needle in the carburettor could absolutely transform it. Let's have a look and see what we've got. The engine's nice and clean on this side. No oil spewing out of it. Same goes for this side. A little bit of smoke, nothing horrendous. All looking good in there. Nice clean 2050 oil in there, fresh in today. And obviously I think we're charging as well. Oh well, back to the shed and back on the bike lift for this one. And I'll investigate the carburettor settings, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tweak to get rid of that terrible pinking and perhaps give the performance an edge. We do seem to have the famous leak from the back of the primary chain case. I noticed that the centre stand is wet with oil and the side wall of the tyre is as well. And I only just changed the oil in the primary case before making this trip, and what I drained out didn't amount to very much at all. So that's probably thanks to the seal in the back of it. They often don't really do a great job. But overall we got the basis of a good bike, and with a few little tweaks and adjustments I'm sure it'll be good to go for the owner.